Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a South African man, and my simple advice to other people is that there is so much money that you can make through Forex. Yes, I know that there are people that are going to be angry and that are going to disagree with everything that I am saying. There is so much money that can be made through Forex only if you have other spiritual things that you are using. Like in my own case, I use good luck, as well as I have this other small tokology that was given to me, which I use so that I can make money. Do Ukuthwala like I did. If you want to make it in life, you might not end up becoming very rich, but at least you will become a millionaire. Like I always tell my friends, being a millionaire, what it means is that you have a property which when the bank look at and then it will say that this person owns a house, two houses. That is a definition of a millionaire. You might not be having R1 million cash in your account, but you might be having assets that are worth R1 million, like I do. I am into Forex trading. That is exactly how I make my own money. But as for me, I sold 15 years of my health, 15 years of my life to be able to become the first millionaire in my family, to be the first one who will ever buy a house in the family. That is what I told myself. I did not want cheap and free gifts from the government. And when my mom was applying for RDPs for all of my siblings, she was shocked. She even said that I had the demon of poverty that was following me. That is why I had refused to be registered so that I can receive an RDP house. Look, I am a man who has a vision. I knew that later on in the future, I did not want any record of me ever being on a waiting list so that I can get a government RDP. I don't want such a cheap house. I wanted something of my own. That is when I told myself that let me just become someone who is called a ritualist, but at least when I go to bed, I know that tomorrow, my destiny has already been decided. I know what am I going to eat. If I want to wake up and say, I want grapes, yes, I can eat grapes, unlike some of you people here who are suffering, who do not even know what tomorrow brings for them. My destiny, I decided it for myself. I will die, and I know I will die in 2027, but I am already okay, so it is fine. And my conscience does not eat me up alive at night. I am okay with my decisions. You can call me Tsepo. I am a 32-year-old man. Let me say I am living here in Midrand. I have 3 beautiful cars and I wear expensive clothes as if it is my second skin. And I eat prawns on Tuesdays. I have 6 phones, many girlfriends, 3 Forex mentorship groups, and I have a lot of money that move through my accounts each and every month. And I am going to die. When I will die, it will be in August 2027. It is not cancer, no hijacking, no shooting. It's not even fate, but it is a deal that I made. Everything in life, it is about covenants. Even when you tell a girlfriend that you love her, it is a covenant that you are not going to love another woman, but to love only her. And women, they only have a covenant with the devil, for they are of the devil, like what they did to us in the Garden of Eden. And that is their own covenant that they made with the snake. That is why they love money so much. So I sold my soul to the devil for 15 years of my life in exchange for money. Look, I am someone who was born into Christianity. You can open any page of the Bible and then I can even tell you what is written on that page, not even by memorizing the verse, just by you telling me the page of that Bible, like this is page number 29. I will tell you that it is written such and such on that page. for I grew up in Christianity. And when I saw what happened in the Garden of Eden, that we all need to suffer because of the covenant that Eve had with the snake. So it is the same thing. Even if I am a ritualist, the same way that I am going to die, that is the same way that you're also going to die. We are the same. We are all going to die one way or the other. It was in the year 2011. I was just a broke boy from Mabobane, and I was 18, fresh out of school. I was chilling at my uncle's place. He had a small spaza shop, unemployed, wearing dirty All Stars, surviving on Magwinya. I'll never forget those years. Forex was starting to trend in our neighborhood. I used to watch guys like Sandile Shezi, and I would have screenshots of rented cars from Instagram just to motivate myself. I told myself one day I'll be that guy with the AMG. But no matter how hard I tried to study the markets, my trades kept on blowing. I would even sell some of my mother's stuff. I was living on borrowed data, broken promises. But that was when I had a turning point in my life. I met this other guy, a Venda-speaking guy, whom I'll call Dagaro. This guy was very quiet, always in his corner, but he had made some money and he never posted. So the guy had 4 cars, and a lot of women, they loved him. And when we met him at the party, that was when I heard that this guy, he had so much money. He had showed the money to this other guy, like he had 100K in his bank account. I went to him and then I spoke with him. He was like, Mfanaka, Forex is real, yes, but without some other things, it is just a gamble. You will just lose your money. So he told me that as for him, it was just a source of income, but there were other things that were giving him money. In short, he was trying to tell me that he had done Ukuthwala, and that is where his money was coming from. He also had his own tokoloshi. I thought that this guy was too drunk, but he was not joking. You know, when you are drinking alcohol with someone that has money, you can't say that you are lying. Even if that person tells a bad joke, you'll end up laughing. 2 weeks later, that was when he took me to this other village. We went to the village where his mom comes from Guyana. We went to this other compound. That was when we met this other man, but he was from Mozambique, pretending to be from South Africa. He spoke with me and he said, if you want wealth, then you are going to be rich. He then took out this chicken and gave me that chicken and then said, take this maize and I want you to throw this maize at the chicken. So it only ate 15, and then that was when he told me that it meant that those were the number of years that I was going to live as someone that will be making money. That is the ritual that I did. There are rules that I follow, like whenever I am with a woman, I have to date that woman until she goes on her next period. Let's say I meet a slay queen at a club like today, then I'll start to speak with her. Hey, my love, so when are you going to be on your period? Like a caring guy, I need to pamper you and I need to take good care of you. Look, most of these girls, they are very stupid. They won't even suspect why a guy that she has recently slept with now is asking the date for her period. All they think about is you spoiling them when they go on their periods. Then she will tell you. Then I was told that no matter what, I am not supposed to donate money to someone that prays. Even if I meet someone that is in need of money, even if you come to borrow me, first there are questions that I ask you. Do you believe in your ancestors? What do you think about God? And then I judge you from there on. It does not matter how much you are suffering. If I can help you so much that your life will be depending on me helping you, I won't do that, because I am not allowed to donate money, to give money, or to be involved in a business with a person that goes to church and prays. That is what I was told. Even if someone comes to me and they want to invest, as long as they are church-going people, and like real church-going people, those ones that pray, I do not even engage in business with them. And I have to sleep with a virgin woman once a year. Usually, You know, these days it is hard to get a virgin woman. Unfortunately, there are times when I have to date other girls. You know what I am talking about. Those that will still be virgins. And that is what I did. I have things that give me money. I came from zero and I became a millionaire. I only deposited 1K, and that 1K, I spent that money until it gave me more, something that most traders won't be able to do. You just can't trade 1K today and then tomorrow you have 90K. It takes some spiritual gifts, and I have those spiritual gifts because of the topologies. When you post, please tell me. I will also follow through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.